Hello, foodies! Today, I am so excited to share a truly special recipe with you. We are going into the heart of Nigerian cuisine to make something wonderful. It is called banga stew, or ofe akwu. This is not just any stew. It is a celebration in a pot. It is made from the juice of fresh palm fruit. This gives it a unique, rich, and creamy flavor that is simply unforgettable. It is a dish that brings families together. It is eaten at big celebrations and quiet family dinners alike. Its vibrant color and incredible aroma fill the home with warmth and happiness, promising a meal that nourishes both body and soul. People absolutely adore banga stew, and it is easy to see why. The flavor is complex, yet so comforting. It has a nutty and slightly sweet taste from the palm fruit, mixed with the warmth of traditional spices. It is a true taste of West Africa. Every spoonful tells a story of heritage and love. In many Nigerian homes, the recipe for banga stew is passed down through generations. Each family adds its own special touch. This makes their version the very best, of course. It is more than just food. It is a connection to culture and a delicious link to the past that everyone cherishes deeply. The popularity of this dish has spread far and wide. You will find it in Nigerian restaurants all over the world, loved by people from all walks of life. Its appeal lies in its authenticity and its hearty, satisfying nature. It is a versatile stew that can be cooked with different kinds of protein, like beef, fresh fish, or even seafood. This means you can make it your own. For me, cooking banga stew is a joyful experience. The process is a beautiful ritual, from pounding the palm fruit to watching the stew bubble away on the stove, and the reward is a truly spectacular meal. So, are you ready to bring this magic into your own kitchen? I promise it is an adventure worth taking. This stew is a beautiful expression of culinary tradition. It is a dish that is meant to be shared with the people you love. It fills your home with the most incredible smells and fills your heart with joy. By learning to make it, you are not just learning a new recipe. You are embracing a piece of Nigerian culture. Let's get our aprons on and start this delicious journey together. I will guide you every step of the way, and we will have so much fun creating something amazing. First things first, let's gather everything we need. A great dish starts with great ingredients. For our banga stew, the star of the show is the palm fruit. You will need about 800 grams of fresh palm fruits to make the palm fruit concentrate. If you cannot find fresh ones, you can use canned palm fruit concentrate, which works just as well. Then, you will need your choice of protein. I love using a mix of about 1 kilogram of assorted meats, like beef, shaki, that's tripe, and ponmo, or cow skin. You will also need some dried or smoked fish for that extra depth of flavor. This combination makes the stew incredibly rich and satisfying. Next up are the all-important spices and seasonings that give banga stew its signature taste. You will need a special banga spice mix. You can often find this pre-mixed in African food shops. This blend typically includes taiko, oburun bebe stick, and other fragrant spices. We will also need 2 tablespoons of ground crayfish, which adds a lovely savory, seafood-like taste. For a bit of heat, we'll use 1 or 2 Scotch bonnet peppers, finely chopped. And to finish, we need a handful of fresh scent leaves or dried basil for that beautiful aromatic finish. Don't forget a couple of onion bulbs and some seasoning cubes to taste. Now, let's talk about the tools you will need in your kitchen. You will need a large, sturdy pot for cooking the stew. You will also need a separate pot for boiling the palm fruits and another one for parboiling your meat. A traditional mortar and pestle are used for pounding the palm fruits to extract the juice. If you don't have one, don't worry. You can use a food processor to gently pulse the cooked fruits, but be careful not to crush the nuts inside. You will also need a sieve to separate the palm fruit pulp from the fibrous chaff and nuts. Having everything ready before you start cooking is a tip I share in all my recipes. It's called mise en place, a French term for everything in its place. It makes the cooking process so much smoother and more enjoyable. So, lay out your chopped onions, your blended peppers, your washed meats, and your measured spices. Check that you have all your pots, your sieve, and your wooden spoon ready to go. This little bit of preparation saves you from rushing around later. It allows you to focus on the beautiful process of creating your delicious banga stew without any stress. Now, let's get cooking. Our cooking adventure begins with preparing the palm fruit concentrate. If you are using fresh palm fruits, wash them thoroughly and place them in a pot. Cover them with water and boil for about 20 to 30 minutes until they are very soft. Once they are soft, drain the hot water. Now for the fun part, transfer the fruits to a mortar and pound them gently with a pestle. The goal is to separate the fleshy pulp from the nut. You are not trying to crack the nuts, just mash the soft outer layer. This process releases all the beautiful, oily goodness that will form the base of our stew. Once you have pounded the palm fruits, it's time to extract the golden liquid. Add some warm water to the mortar, about 2 cups, and use your hands to squeeze and mix everything together. This helps to wash the flavorful pulp off the nuts and fibers. Now, place a sieve over a clean bowl and pour the mixture through it. Press down on the pulp in the sieve to squeeze out all the thick, rich extract. Repeat this process 2 or 3 times, adding a little more warm water each time, until you have extracted all the juice and are left with just the nuts and fibers. This beautiful, thick liquid is your banga concentrate. While you are preparing the banga base, you can get your protein ready. Wash your assorted meats and place them in a separate pot. Add chopped onions, your seasoning cubes, and a little salt. Add just enough water to cover the meat and let it cook until it is almost tender. This step is important because it ensures your meat is flavorful and succulent in the final stew. Parboiling the meat first also creates a delicious meat stock, which we will add to our stew later for an extra layer of amazing flavor. If you are using smoked fish, you can add it towards the end of the stew's cooking time so it doesn't fall apart. Now, it is time to bring everything together. Pour your palm fruit extract into your large stew pot and bring it to a boil on medium heat. Let it simmer for about 15 minutes. You will notice the oil starting to separate and float to the top. This is exactly what we want to see. Now, add your parboiled meat along with its stock, the ground crayfish, chopped Scotch bonnet peppers, and the banga spice mix. Stir everything together gently. Let the stew simmer away, uncovered, allowing it to thicken. The aroma filling your kitchen right now should be absolutely divine, a sign of the deliciousness to come. As the stew simmers, it will begin to thicken beautifully. This is a good time to taste it and adjust the seasoning if needed. You might want to add another seasoning cube or a pinch of salt. Be careful not to let the stew burn. Give it a gentle stir from time to time. A common mistake for beginners is cooking the stew on too high a heat. This can cause it to stick to the bottom of the pot. A gentle simmer is all you need. Another tip is not to add too much water when extracting the palm fruit juice. We want a thick, rich stew, not a watery soup. Patience is key. Let it reduce and thicken naturally. You will know your banga stew is ready when it has thickened to your desired consistency. This usually takes about another 20 minutes of simmering after you add the meat. The color will deepen to a beautiful, rich reddish orange, and a layer of fragrant red oil will have settled on the surface. This is the sign of a perfect banga stew. For the final touch, add your washed scent leaves or basil. Stir them in and let the stew simmer for just 2 more minutes. The fresh herbs will release their incredible aroma and add a final burst of freshness to the dish. Then, turn off the heat. Your masterpiece is complete. The taste is simply out of this world. Your banga stew will be incredibly rich, creamy, and packed with layers of flavor. You will taste the nutty sweetness of the palm fruit, the savory depth from the meat and dried fish, the gentle warmth from the spices, and a lovely hint of heat from the pepper. The scent leaves provide a beautiful, fresh contrast that cuts through the richness. It is a hearty and deeply satisfying meal that feels like a warm hug in a bowl. Each spoonful is a delightful explosion of taste and texture, a true testament to the beauty of Nigerian cooking. It's a flavor that will have you coming back for more. Now for the best part, serving and enjoying your delicious creation. Banga stew is traditionally served with a starch accompaniment. Popular choices are starch, a yellow swallow food made from cassava, eba, which is made from gari, or simply a bowl of fluffy white rice or boiled yams. Spoon the stew generously over your chosen side, making sure to get a good mix of the meat and the rich sauce. I encourage you to get in your kitchen and try this recipe. Don't be afraid to experiment and make it your own. Cooking is all about joy and sharing, and this banga stew is